here we go. Estimate like a boss. We're going to convert measurements into decimal feet. Alright? Decimal feet is the most efficient way to make measurements into a calculator, or to take measurements into a calculator and calculate a whole bunch of different measurements, or subtract a couple different measurements from a measurement that you have. Alright? This is elite measurement. This is, as far as a carpenter, this is how we do things quickly and fast on a job site. So I have a calculator here. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to get into some details as far as how to calculate decimal feet. It's really confusing in the beginning after the lessons that we did. Alright, but I want you to open up your mind to think about this so I can show you how to get this done. In the next lesson, I'm going to show you how to convert decimal feet back into a measurement. Alright, but in this one, we're going to show you how to convert a measurement into decimal feet. Say it with me, decimal feet. Alright, so this is basic level here. We have 1 foot 3 inches. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to simply carry that one down, because this 1 foot isn't already in a foot measurement. So it's 1 foot. Alright, see this apostrophe that means 1 foot? At this point, we're going to reverse it. I know it sounds bizarre. It's like a mirror image. But what we're going to do is we're going to take this apostrophe and we're going to turn it into a decimal. Alright, it's like a mirror image. If you had a mirror here, if this was a lake, the apostrophe would be on top. If you looked at it in the water, it would be on the bottom. Alright, so we're turning this into a decimal number that we can enter this whole thing into the calculator. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that there's a decimal here. Alright, so we're going to take 0.3, which is 3 inches, and we're going to divide that by 12. And that's going to give us our new number, which is 0.025. Alright, we'll put the 0.25 behind the decimal, and then we're going to put a foot mark there. Alright, 1 foot 3 equals 1.025 decimal feet. Confusing? Yes. In the next lesson, you'll understand how we convert everything back. Alright, so for our advanced level, for an example, what we have is 1 foot 7.5 inches. Alright, so what we have to do first is we're going to carry our number down, which is 1, and we're going to mirror image our decimal, or our apostrophe, down here to be a decimal. Mirror image. If this was a lake, that would be on the bottom. Alright, so now we have to do some conversion here, because we can't enter 7.5 inches into our calculator. Alright, so when we convert 7.5 inches into decimal form, it equals 7.50. Okay, now what we have to do is we have to enter this number into our calculator and divide it by our magic number, which is 12, to come up with our decimal feet, or our remainder. We're going to do clear the calculator out, 7.50. Alright, and what we're going to do is we're going to divide that by 12, equals 0.625. Okay? Feet. So 1 foot 7.5 inches equals 1.625 decimal feet. So finally, here in boss level, if you take notice, alright, I am throwing haymakers at you. I'm making you convert numbers into decimal form, into measurement form, into feet form, in order to get the answer. Alright? Being able to do all these different conversions, or converting, alright, makes you an awesome carpenter. It makes you awesome with a calculator on a job. Alright? Helps you measure things fastly and efficiently on a job. Alright? So what we have here is we want to convert this into a measurement form in feet and inches. Alright? So in the past, what we did is we took 62, alright? And we're going to divide this by, so how many times does 12 go into 62? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go like this, and we're going to go 62, and we're going to divide that by 12, and I come up with 5.166666667. So we know that 12, alright, 12 times 5 is 60, alright? The number before the decimal, alright, is the foot measurement. Alright? So 5 times 12 is 60. So we're going to add the 2 inches. Alright, so this becomes 5 foot 2 inches and 7/8. I'm sorry, I should have wrote it like this. Erase that. Okay. So now we have our our feet and inches with the fraction measurement, just like over here. Alright, so what we have to do now is we have to convert this 7/8 into decimal form, because we can't do our calculation without it being in decimal form. So we're going to take 7 and we're going to divide that bad boy by 8. Numerator by the denominator equals 0.875. So if we converted this into decimal form, it would equal 5 foot 2.875. Okay, inches. And we want to convert this number into decimal feet. Alright, so we're going to take the whole number right here, which is 5 foot, and carry that down, because it's whole. Alright, it's an even foot measurement. We're going to enter this number in, which is, include a calculator at, 2.875, and we're going to divide that bad bear by 12, equals. Alright, so our decimal foot measurement is 5.23958.3333 feet. Now if you take notice, this number here is very small, 1.625. This combination of the 2 and the 7/8 makes this number very big. Okay, it's more advanced. Okay, so for basic level, we're going to carry the 1 down. We're going to make a mirror image. So instead of having an apostrophe, we're going to have a decimal down here at the bottom. We're going to turn this into 0.3 inches, right? And we're going to take 0.3 and we're going to divide that by 12 to come up with 0.25. Alright, over here in the advanced level, what we had is we had a foot and an inch measurement with a fraction. So what we did is we carried the 1 down, mirror image, so instead of having an apostrophe, we have a decimal. We converted 7.5 to 7.50. We took 7.50 and we divided it by 12 to come up with 0.625. This is your number in decimal feet. Finally, in this level, the boss level, what we had to do was we had to take 62 inches and 7/8, and we had to convert this into feet. So what we did is we took 62 and we divided it by 12 to come up with the fact that 12 goes into 62 5 times, and there's a remainder. Alright, so 5 times 12 is 60 plus the 2. Alright, so what we did is we wrote that 5 foot 2 and we brought the 7/8 down. So our measurement in foot form was 5 foot 2 and 7/8. So we had to take the 7/8 and we had to convert it into decimal form. Alright, so 7 divided by 8 equals 0.875. So we added all these up together. It became 5 foot 2, 0.875. We divided this number by 12 to come up with our decimal feet number. Okay? Take your time, go over this in detail. If you have to review the video a couple times, so be it. Decimal feet will help you on your NOCTI test with your concrete estimation, with your shingle estimation, with your plywood estimation. Not only will it help you with that, but it'll help you with your rafter layout. It'll help you with your chalk line and a square out on the floor when you do your NOCTI test. Understand this calculation inside and out.